Dark Souls 1 is like you could go 30 minutes without seeing a bonfire. Sometimes the run from bonfire to a boss was like harder than the boss itself. What the fuck? Oh, can't target this. Is it just a ghost? Yeah, okay. Wow. They look pretty cool. Very nice. Oh, oh, what? No, no. Oh my god. It's like poisoning things. Thank you. Don't have that much health. I rolled 14 times. No, no, no! I thought I had the freaking. I forgot. I used the moss thing. God damn it. God damn it. Alright. I didn't rearrange the. Oh, that one has a oh, there's more, okay. Why am I hearing noises up here? Uh-oh. Oh, god damn it. One of these. Fucking shit! What is with these things? Oh, there's another one. And they have the world's largest dagger range. Looks just to be bonfire. It makes me feel good. I think there's too many. That's my opinion. There's way too many of them. Like this one is also unnecessary. Just keep the one at the end of the bridge or the one inside the cave. That's what Dark Souls 1 would have done. And it would have worked perfectly fine. You just would have had to run all the way over here, over the bridge every time. And probably dealt with that monster every time too. That's how Dark Souls 1 works. Which is totally fine. But yeah, they made a decision in this to make it a little bit easier, I guess, for new players. Which is fine. You're gonna stop though? I'm rolling, but I can't. I'm not allowed. Oh, fucking damn it. Yeah, okay. I can't. The movement of these things is very strange. I always hate these enemies because I like to play with big slow sword, and these enemies right here is like they're like the worst enemies for me. Completely. Ow. What? I didn't even hit you. Okay. Hmm. 2 hits. Yep. The fuck? You have magic, don't you? Oh no. Oh no, did I pull them both? Oh, that dodge! Ugh, I hate that. Oh. I can't dodge. Why? Then you shouldn't play Dark Souls 1. If that's how it goes, because Dark Souls 1 is leaps and bounds harder than this game. This game is super easy compared to Dark Souls 1. With that guy. That, and they have magic as well. That is so unfair. That's right. No, no. Oh my god. See that damage? Holy shit. One hit took half my life. Enemies in this is harder? No. No. They're just different. They have a new moveset, some of them. But they're not harder particularly, no. Well, I guess that's very up to every person, you know, what they feel. Oh, that stretches out. I didn't know that. Oh, whoa. There we go. No, the map, Dark Souls 2, well, Dark Souls 1 has one of the most incredible, like, level designs I've ever seen. It's super amazing and awesome. And then Dark Souls 2 came, and they kind of dropped the ball a little bit. I mean, I like the game, but it's not the same as this, kinda. Level design. Dark Souls 1 had a huge, grand scale, which made you feel tiny and yeah. Dark Souls 2 didn't do that, but Dark Souls 2 had for me a completely different type of story also. And this Dark Souls 3 goes back to that Dark Souls 1 level design. The enemies in this is very Bloodborne inspired, which is, there's nothing bad about that because I love Bloodborne. Bloodborne is a fantastic game. Yeah, which I'm perfectly fine with this game being the last Dark Souls. It's totally fine. I don't want to go up here because I don't know what these things will do. They look scary. What's happened to the audio? Oh, this one. Let's pull this guy over here. They have a sword. What are they? It looks scary as hell. Oh, whoa. What is that thing? It's huge. Blue blossom. So, but I would absolutely recommend Dark Souls 1. Give it a chance. Pretty sure you'll like it if you like this. Absolutely. This. Whoa! What the fuck are you doing? No. Oh. is super Bloodborne. Oh my god, oh my god, oh my god, oh my god. Oh, can't do this. Fuck you guys. I thought these were like frost enemies. Okay. Whoa, what is this thing? Fire Witch armor. Was a woman. Okay. Fire Witch armor. Armor of witches who bore the profaned flame, now harrowed spirits of Irithyll. The witches who led the pontiff's knights were originally ordained as knights. It was not long, however, before their hearts were swallowed by the profane flame. That is really heavy. Looks epic though. Super fat roll. That looks really good. But yeah, let's go back to this. I didn't read the Firekeeper's robe. We're robbed of light. Huh? So huh. Alright. Hola. Yeah. You should absolutely try Dark Souls 1. Highly recommend. Oh, there we go. Yes. Oh my god, what the fuck is that? Fucking kill you. Drop the rest of your thing. The graphics too old game. Graphics is not the whole game. It's like a tiny percent of the game. Graphics doesn't matter at all. It's not that old, it's from 2011. It's 6 years old. Give it a try. You're not gonna regret it. Promise. Oh! I heard tiny feet. Yeah, there we go. Get wrecked. Oh. What the hell? Yeah, don't come this way, because I can't fight both of you. Well, I can, but... What the hell is this noise? Can I get down here? Because I can, but I have to go somewhere.